Okay, so something that I used to do like all the time was like I would buy really nice makeup or I buy like a really nice perfume and I was like, I'm gonna wear this on special occasions. And then I would never wear it because there's never a special occasion special enough to wear this perfume. So then it would just sit there and then things get expired when you don't use them. And then I would have to throw it out. So then I started changing my, mindset and I was like, going forward, everything's going to be a special occasion right now. So the reason I bring that up is because this video that I'm going to talk about is about how so many people wait and they continuously wait for the perfect time to start living the life that they want to live. But like, what if I tell you, you could start living it right now? You could start living the life that you always wanted, always desired right now. So in this video, I'm going to talk about that. The first thing is there is no perfect time. What I would maybe say is the perfect time is the present time, because that's actually when you can do changes. It's when you can plant your seeds for the future. And that's when you start making little decisions in your day that continuously snowball into like a whole new reality. And that's how it starts. It's all about waking up or, at 1 minute in the day where you're like, you know what, actually, I'm going to make a different choice. And you make that different choice. And then you do it again and then again. And you keep doing that. And the next thing you know, your life looks completely different than it was when a year ago, which is what exactly happened to me. So anyways, this video is going to be talking about how to get to start living the life that you want and to eventually see the external world reflected back to you. The first thing is you got to align your habits with your future self now. Your routines, your mindsets, the way you talk to yourself, that's a huge one. The way you talk to yourself is a huge one in deciding on how you want to live your life and how you want your life to look like. So the first thing, you know what I did, and I'm a list person. I love lists. So I make a lot of lists, and I have 2 lists because I made another one on my refrigerator so I can look at it. And it's like habits of my future self. So I wrote down all the things that now I don't do all those habits yet. I'm still like trying to work them all into my routine, but I have done a lot of them. And in doing those habits, and when I made this list, it was like a year ago too, like almost a year ago. But on the list, it was like writing a page every day. And now I have I'm editing my book right now, which is taking some time. So now I have to change my routine to incorporate the editing, which is time consuming. But to write my book, I wrote on the habits of my future self to write a page every day. And that's all I did. I just did a page every day. And then eventually a page every day went to 2 pages. And then it went to 5 pages. And then it went to 10 pages, 12 pages. And I could do like a chapter a day. And that was just all from starting and getting the momentum of doing 1 page a day. It's so amazing when you realize you have the power to change your life. And when you actually realize it and you start doing things to do that and it's the smallest habits and that's all it is. It's like the tiniest thing. It's like, when you go and you want to eat healthier and instead of, let's say you every time at lunch, you would always have a chocolate bar, which I used to be that type of person too. I would have a chocolate bar because I would never bring lunch. So I'd always have to go to the vending machine. And then you had a chocolate bar. But then what if you swapped out that chocolate bar for maybe hummus and apples and crackers? And you dip the crackers in the hummus and then you have your apple as a snack. And then you do that every day. And then next thing you know, you lost all this weight and you're eating healthier. And then you start doing other lunches and switching it up and then you expand, and then you have a healthier breakfast. And then next thing, you're feeling so good, I think I'm going to go for a walk. And the next thing you know, you're walking every day. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of life, is that you have that power to change at any time, any moment. And it's once you realize that, you're kind of unstoppable at that point, because then you get mentally stronger and you can actually start then changing your thoughts. So now I'm at that point in my life where I'm and I have such amazing supportive people in my life too, that when I talk to them about things and my thoughts, they correct me. And they're like, no, we're not going to think that way. And then I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. I was out with a girlfriend and I was talking about, my attachment issues, and she corrected me and she's like, no, And then she gave me an affirmation to say that would rewire that belief about myself. And I was like, you're right. Why would I still continue to believe that? I actually don't need to have that. That doesn't need to be me anymore. It doesn't need to be my story anymore. I don't actually have to have that attachment issue. I did in the past, but now going forward, I don't do that. I'm very much detached from outcomes and from situations like that because I've, had a new perspective and I've healed from it. So it's things like that. But when you think about your future self and how you want your life to be, like when you're actually thinking about how you want your life to be, where do you see yourself? Like, who are the people surrounding you? Like, what does your group of friends look like? Because trust me, that is a big thing. Where your group of friends will decide what places you're going to go visit when you hang out. Your experiences, who's uplifting you or making you drained. And so once you figure out what my future self and what their friends would look like, then the universe will start pulling people out of your life and it'll start cutting it as you're changing. It's amazing how it works. And then you realize that you slowly are meeting people who are more like you. And it's an amazing thing to happen because then one day, again, you wake up and you're like, oh, now I have this, like, I feel so good when I'm with these people. I love it. I'm so happy. It just fills you up. But that's the thing is, like, you want to get clear. So make a list of all the things, the qualities, the habits. How's your future self look like? I actually have, like my future self I call Nova. And that's like my like alternate ego, but the person I'm striving to be. It's still me, but it's like my future self. But like I'm having fun with it. What would Nova wear? Like you just have fun with it. So I have like, and you know what? That's the thing is you want to be very authentic too. So don't do things that are not actually you. Do things that you always wanted to do. Like I always wanted to wear this, but I couldn't because I felt so self-conscious. Don't feel self-conscious. Put it on and wear it. And then go in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are. Because I'm telling you, the more you do that, your reflection will instantly change and you'll feel like, oh my goodness, I'm actually like, damn, right? Like it works. What you tell yourself will reflect back to you. So that's the thing is like I wrote a list what my future self will wear, what my future self, how they act, how they talk, who they hang out with, the habits. So does my future self stay up late or do they wake up early? And then you just start doing little changes in your everyday life. And it's actually such a fun experience too, because you can literally create whatever person you want to be. And if it doesn't work, if you don't like that, then you pivot and you change. And maybe your future self outfit that you thought that you would enjoy is actually not an outfit you want to wear. Then get rid of it and go get another one. And that's the beauty of it, because you're never stuck in a situation. And that's the thing too. I get all excited about it because, it excites me, the fact that we have the power to change our lives. But it excites me too because like, it's so amazing that you actually don't have to be surrounded by people who are toxic, and you don't have to be at jobs that you don't like. Like I'm a firm believer that if it's not bringing you anything, jobs, everything, like I know you need income, so don't go quitting a job when you have no income, but go and put yourself in situations and find your dream job. Find what makes you happy. Find your passion. Find a purpose. Find a goal. Try new things. Create the life that you want to and start it now. Don't wait. There will never be a perfect time. There will always be something that comes up. There'll always be issues. Money, that's the thing with money. It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. But if you're always like thinking about all the money that goes, then you're always in need and you're not going to attract more from it. Like you're always going to be in that mindset that you're going to be in this position. So what you tell yourself is exactly what you'll be, what your life will be. And that's the thing too, is like, I feel like we are so limited. Like I know when I was younger, it was always like put in my mind that I had to do a certain thing. I had to go to school, get good grades, be active in sports. Then I'm going to go to university, get a good, whatever, like education, and then get a good job. That never happened. I did things a little differently too. Like I bought a house earlier on and had kids earlier on. But that's the thing is like, it's not, I feel like we're always so limited. Like we do things based on like the people we hang out with, what our parents want for us. But when you take that and you take back the power and you do things that feels right for you, that's when you become in alignment. And it's amazing. Like I remember always like being scared to ask for more money at jobs And it's like, why though? Because like the worst thing that can happen is like they say no, right? But then the best thing that could happen is they say yes, and then you get them more money. And then I was like, a lot of people say like to me too, and encouraging me that why wouldn't you ask for more, right? And then it makes me think about life too. Like I should be asking for more. The universe wants to give me more. The universe wants all of us to have what we need and want. Like it's abundant. There's enough for everybody and wants us all to have it. So like, why can't I actually like ask for these things? Like, why can't I go, like I was looking at homes that like I'm at right now could not afford, but like seeing where the gap was of like maybe the steps I can take to achieve that. I was like, you know what? It's actually attainable. I just need to do this and this and this. And then if that doesn't work, then I can do this and this and this. I have a plan. I have a purpose. I have a goal. I have things that I'm working on that could eventually get me into that home. So, and why wouldn't I deserve to be in that home? So I'm going to plant the seed today. And yesterday I was planting it, and I'm going to focus and manifest it. And by doing that, I'm going to embody all the qualities of my future self, because I see my future self living there. So I know it sounds like a little like fluffy, right? Because you're like, well, you know, but I've always been like a very big dreamer, and I don't think you should ever limit yourself and think that your situation is what it needs to be. You had at any point in life, you get to choose how you want to live, who you want to be. And if you were always one way and now you want to change, you can do it. It's just you have to make the decision every day to do that and to embody the person that would have that. You know, I want to be a writer. Well, as a writer, I would need to be writing continuously. So for that, that's how I'm going to embody being a writer, is just by writing all the time and continuously doing that and growing. And the funny thing too is like with editing, I never edit because I've never written a book. Now I actually have the book done. I'm on my 3rd draft now, so I'm editing it. And I'm learning so much from doing this process. And I was like, you know what? I think this is why it's so like such a struggle right now, because it's time consuming. But I think because it's the first time I'm just going to get better at it, and I'll get quicker at it. So like the first book, it's going to take a while to get published, but I already have the second one started. And like, I'm not discouraged. This is an opportunity now. Like, okay, my future self, how would she handle this? She would handle this like the badass she is. She would sit down, set a timer, and get through it and do it, because this is what I really want. I really want to do this. And it's amazing once you get that power and you be able to control your life like that. When you really want something, you will do anything to get it. You will, because you really want it. And it feels so right to me. It feels so aligned to me that I know that the more I put the effort in and the more I work towards it, it's closer to the life I want. It's closer to the things I want. So, I could go on and on and on about this, because I think it's just very amazing. I wish more people realize that they do have the power to do anything they want and to create the life they want, and have the right people surrounding you, that you never ever should be in a situation, a job, a place in your life that you feel that you have no control, because you do. And honestly, it may be scary. It may be, there's things about making decisions too. Like, let's say you're leaving a toxic relationship, which I have in the past. And that was, so much things went through my mind. Like, how am I going to afford this? How do I do this? How do I do that? But then half those things didn't even happen. And if they did, it was manageable, right? But then now my life is so much better because I made that decision. So you're going to have to make decisions that are hard to get the life that you want. But I'm telling you, when you get to that other side, it's beautiful and it's worth it. So just do it. Wake up, whatever you want to start today, whatever you want to write a book, start it. Just write a paragraph. Just write a paragraph today. And then tomorrow, write 2 paragraphs. And you just do it little by little. What do you got to lose, right? Anything. You want to quit a habit? Quit the habit. Just start one day. Take it one day at a time. And just keep doing it. And keep choosing your future self every day when you're making those decisions. Anyways, that's all I have for that. But if you like my content and you want to see more videos, because I'll be posting every Monday, every week, please hit subscribe, and then let's go on this journey together and improve together.